Maybe there is. Delegate.
A new Bob Arts Abishola tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
New Wednesday.
You're going to Jordan.
Is that real racing thing? A new Amazing Race Wednesday after the Real Love Boat on CBS.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Stephen. We're going to start with you. $32,420. Actual price, $40,322. Difference of $7,902. Arun, you bid $43,000. Actual price, $55,532. Difference of $12,532. Stephen, you win. So you took the Paris. You have a good time. Hey, Stephen just won $51,000, $3 to $1 on the price. I want to thank Joe Walsh, Brian Stiles, Paulie Perez, and the guys at the Seattle Sounders. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching all these years. I love all you guys. Thanks for all the support. Please get your pets spayed or neutered, help control the pet population, and take care of yourselves so we can see you next time on The Price is Right. Love you, bye.
This is George Craig speaking for The Price is Right on Freeman Production. See this Tuesday. These are assault shotgun rounds.
This is a hit.
Let's go. I'll sit back up.
You need to move in now. You're not giving me a choice. You gotta put the gun down.
A new FBI, Tuesday on CBS.
Tonight on a new NCIS play.
How far out he is from the walkway. Someone get man.
They killed him. Put one of those guys down.
Just how bad are these guys? Run you over with a bulldozer pad. This is a terrible plan.
NCIS Hawaii after NCIS tonight on CBS.
With a Medicare Part C plan from Care Plus, you can receive extra benefits.
Like money back on your Social Security check.
A spending card for groceries, utilities, rent, and more. $0 copays for routine dental, vision, and hearings.
Plus an over-the-counter allowance, transportation, and much more.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Call Care Plus today.
Detect this. Living with HIV, I learned I could stay undetectable with fewer medicines. That's why I switched to Dovato. Dovato is for some adults who are starting HIV-1 treatment or replacing their current HIV-1 regimen. Detect this. No other complete HIV pill uses fewer medicines to help keep you undetectable than Dovato.
Detect this. Most HIV pills contain 3 or 4 medicines. Dovato is as effective with just 2.
Research shows people who take HIV treatment as prescribed and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex. Don't take Dovato if you're allergic to its ingredients, or if you take Dofetilide. Taking Dovato with Dofetilide can cause serious or life-threatening side effects. Hepatitis B can become harder to treat while on Dovato. Don't stop Dovato without talking to your doctor, as your hepatitis B may worsen or become life-threatening. Serious or life-threatening side effects can occur, including allergic reactions, lactic acid buildup, and liver problems. If you have a rash or other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Dovato and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, or if you are, may be, or plan to be pregnant. Dovato may harm your unborn baby. Use effective birth control while on Dovato. Do not breastfeed while taking Dovato. Most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, trouble sleeping, tiredness, and anxiety.
Detect this. I stay undetectable with fewer medicines. Ask your doctor about switching to Dovato.
Why is Miami Beach ready to invest in Lincoln Road? Because it's iconic, and we've had enough of this.
Right now, Miami Beach police investigating a shooting that happened here on Lincoln Road.
By voting yes on referendums 4, 5, and 6, we can bring Lincoln Road back. A thriving economic engine where residents can live, work, and play. A real deal that costs taxpayers nothing. Dedicated parking, millions in funding for flood mitigation and public safety. Vote yes for a strong Miami Beach.
As a child, I never really worried about house stuff
like my missing teeth.
But now that I'm older, the simple things still make a difference. And the Medicare plan I choose matters. That's why I have Simply Healthcare.
With Simply Healthcare, you can get benefits like a new grocery allowance to buy healthy foods, a flex benefit for dental, vision, or hearing needs, and much more.
A lot of things have changed in my life, but not my youthful spirit.
Choose Simply Healthcare. Call today.
CBS 4 News begins now with a next weather alert.
Now at noon, it is nice now, but we're in for a stormy afternoon. South Florida, that's why CBS 4 has designated today a next weather alert day. Good afternoon, I'm Maribel Rodriguez.
And I'm Austin Carter. There's potential for some strong storms and flooding this afternoon. Next weather meteorologist Jennifer Correa joins us now with what's next, Jen.
That's right. So late this morning, the National Weather Service and even the Storm Prediction Center put out a marginal risk. Basically, it's a threat level at 1 out of 5. So we're at the lower end, but we're not going to rule out a strong to severe thunderstorms at all. So a few of these storms could become severe. That's why we're under an alert day. We expect the storms to arrive throughout the afternoon. So anytime starting now through the rest of the afternoon hours, heavy rain, gusty winds, and even hail is possible with these storms. So let's take a look at that forecast model. We're dealing with storms now in the upper Keys, but we're also going to watch an area out near the west coast, and eventually that's going to track on eastward. Here's a look at right now. You see the lightning strikes popping up. Basically, almost like a squall line here developing right over the Florida Bay. As you notice, it is tracking towards the northeast. So this is going to be headed into southern Dade and southwest Dade, probably in the next 45 minutes or so. We're going to track this a little closer coming up.
All right, Jenna, we're following some breaking news right now out of Miramar. A small plane has crashed into the corner of a Hyatt house. This is along Jamaica Drive in Miramar. For some perspective, that's just west of the turnpike, south of Pembroke Road and close to Northbury Airport. We do have Chopper 4 and multiple crews headed to the scene, and calls are into police and fire rescue. As soon as Chopper 4 gets there, we'll bring it to you live.
Also this noon, months after a baby dies at a South Florida daycare, the family is taking legal action. Their 9-month-old son, Tavon Tomlin, was found unresponsive at Lincoln Marti Daycare in Homestead back in July. He was pronounced dead and a short time later. And now the family is filing a lawsuit for what they claim is Lincoln Marti's failure to adequately staff and supervise Tavon and its failure to timely and appropriately perform CPR. No one in the daycare has been charged. The child's parents and their lawyers will be speaking out later today in a press conference. We'll bring you more details on CBS 4 News at 5.
And Chopper 4 was over Fort Lauderdale Beach, where a raft was spotted ashore. Officials say they are looking into what may have happened and if the raft was carrying migrants. As soon as we learn more, we'll pass along that update. And a scare for a driver in Wootton Manors after a car plunges into a canal. That's all going down in an area near Northeast 7th Avenue and 20th Street. We did see a tow truck pull the car out of the water. Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue says no injuries were reported. Now at noon, the Broward Sheriff's Office, along with the Broward Animal Care and Adoption, rescued dozens of cats from deplorable conditions over the weekend. Activists say they sounded the alarm after seeing a post on social media. CBS 4's Trish Kostakis joins us from Fort Lauderdale with the story.
Diana Salcido, an animal rights activist, said she made a complaint with Broward County Animal Care after seeing posts on Facebook of a woman having dozens of cats in her home. She was worried they were not getting the care they needed.
When we showed up, the scene was horrendous. We heard cats screeching, screaming. The stench was unbearable.
Broward County Sheriff deputies came to the home to check it out. Salcedo says the conditions these cats were living in made the deputies gag.
They saw feces on the ground. The officers came out gagging. Their eyes were watery. They said that air is unbearable, but everybody was gagging. The police officer that got close, even outside, he nearly almost puked.
Those 71 cats are now getting the care they need at Broward Animal Care and Adoption.
We worked with the owner, and she signed them over to us, which means that we can afford them medical care and find placement from there for them from here forward. So we're asking rescue groups, fosters, volunteers to come forward to see if they can help.
Salcedo claims that the woman who had these cats was bringing in street cats to care for. Emily Wood says this is unfortunately common and can be overwhelming.
If you're worried about a neighbor or friend who might have something like 70 cats in one home, we'd love to have the opportunity to go out there and talk to them and see if we can help get those animals better care or remove them from the property and find them a new home if appropriate and if everybody agrees.
Trish Christakis, CBS 4 News.
Now back to that breaking news we told you about just a few minutes ago. Out of Miramar, Chopper 4 is now live over where a small plane has crashed into the corner of a house. You see it there. That's at 2241 Jamaica Drive in Miramar. This is also near North Perry Airport. Fire rescue is on the scene. There now is, well, that's police. There's still no word on any injuries, but we do have multiple crews on the way to the scene, and as soon as we get more information, we will bring it to you. President Joe Biden planning to stop in South Florida ahead of the midterm election. The White House says the president will travel to Fort Lauderdale on November 1st to throw his support behind Democratic gubernatorial candidate Charlie Crist. Governor Ron DeSantis' campaign in South Florida over the weekend.
Now to the latest on the war in Ukraine. Russia is once again targeting the capital city of Kyiv.
The latest deadly attacks on civilians include increased use of drones, which the U.S. says are coming from Iran. CBS 4's Skylar Henry has the latest.
As police took aim at drones in the skies over Kyiv, civilians scrambled for cover. Ukraine says the Russians have stepped up attacks with suicide drones which explode on impact. A drone destroyed an apartment building in the capital, where local officials say at least 3 people died. The strikes are once again targeting civilians, payback many believe for Ukraine blowing up a key bridge in territory occupied by Russia. Today's attacks come after Russia claimed over the weekend that Ukraine shelled the city of Belgorod, just over the border, wounding civilians. The Biden administration recently promised an additional $725 million in aid to Ukraine, but the military hardware won't include air defense systems. And that's what Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says his nation needs the most. He believes Russian airstrikes will end when Ukraine receives a sufficient quantity of modern and effective air defense systems. And while Russia keeps the pressure on from the air, Moscow is working to mobilize 300,000 reservists, calling up to reinforce ground troops in Ukraine. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
And the total amount of U.S. aid that's been sent to Ukraine is now at almost $18 billion. Right now, a meeting is underway to consider the next president of Florida International University.
Yeah, and the school receiving 70 applications, but only one candidate is being recommended to the Board of Trustees. Last month, the 15-member committee recommended Dr. Kenneth Jessel to the post. He's currently the interim president. Today, the board is meeting to not only consider that recommendation, but to also get some feedback from the community. Dr. Jessel could become the 6th president of FIU.
And this that you're looking at right now, that is not Dr. Jessel. That is former President Mark Rosenberg, who resigned from his administrative post over misconduct allegations filed by a female co-worker. He is expected to return to the college in a teaching role. The former head of the university has been on a paid sabbatical since leaving 9 months ago.
All right, and we do want to get back to that breaking news out of Miramar. Chopper 4 live over the scene where a small plane has crashed into a portion of a home here. A very scary sight. What we don't know is exactly what happened here, but we do know this crash happened in a residential neighborhood in Miramar, very close to North Perry Airport. This is along Jamaica Drive. For some perspective, this is just east of University, south of Pembroke, and west of the Turnpike. Now, we can see multiple crews are on the scene from fire rescue there trying to figure this all out. We're not sure if there's some sort of a rescue operation underway. Obviously, at least one person was aboard that plane, and not sure if anyone was at home at the time when this happened or if anyone was in the backyard, but definitely a scary sight there. We have multiple crews heading to the scene. Once we gather some more details, we'll be sure to let you know, and we'll be right back.
Charlie
Chris slashed education funding and never raised teacher pay. He opposes parents' rights and fought to lock kids out of school. He hiked tuition for Florida families and voted for free college for illegal immigrants. Charlie Chris, failing Florida students. Luxury retirement living will soon reach new heights. Westlake, an all-new neighborhood coming to John Knox Village. More to do, more to explore, more to see, more to relish, more to embrace, more to savor, more to experience, more to love. About South Florida's premier life-playing community, where your safety and security are provided for. Donate now. Age up. Learn more at johnknoxvillage.com today.
I'm Janelle Perez. My opponent has launched disgusting attacks, including with lies and misinformation. Why? Because she wants to protect Tallahassee insiders. And to do so, she has to attack me. They know I will defend parents and take on those who deny families their rights. I will fight for lower property insurance rates, invest in public schools, and make healthcare more affordable, and to preserve our environment. We are a family that always believes in standing up for our values and doing right by our community.
The new Florida 300 times the cash offers 28 prizes of $1 million or more. Get your hands on one-of-a-kind winnings. Only from the Florida Lottery. You sent me to the Florida Senate to get things done. In just 2 years, I've secured record funding for our community. $100 million in all. Infrastructure, water quality, elderly services, public safety, and much more. I made a promise to help clean up the Bay, and that's what I did. I created a commission for all agencies to coordinate and got the funds for the cleanup. I value the trust you've placed in me. With your vote, I'll keep working.
Every storm is different. Every story unique. But our commitment to you never changes. If it's your storm, it's our storm. And we'll face it together.
Governor Ron DeSantis put students first with historic K-12 funding, expanded school choice, and achieved the largest increase in teacher pay in Florida history. He's ensured every Florida parent has the curriculum transparency they deserve. Governor Ron DeSantis, putting students first, protecting parents' rights.
Police say they've arrested a possible serial killer who's been terrorizing residents in California's Central Valley.
Yeah, he's suspected of killing 5 men since July. When officers found him, they believed he was out hunting for more victims. CBS 4's Danya Backus reports.
A 2-week manhunt in Central California is finally over.
We are sure we stopped another killer.
Stockton police arrested Wesley Brownlee. They say he was driving around Stockton with a gun, dressed in black, with a mask around his neck.
Our surveillance team followed this person while he was driving. We watched his pattern and determined he was on a mission to kill.
Police believe the 43-year-old ambushed and killed 5 men in Stockton between early July and late September. All but one were Hispanic, and some were homeless. The first victim was 35-year-old Paul Yaw. His mother spoke to CBS News about her son's death earlier this month.
I don't know if we'll ever have closure. I'll never get to see my son again.
Last week, investigators released this grainy video of a suspect who they believe was also responsible for killing a man last year in Oakland and wounding a homeless woman in Stockton. Kevin Lincoln is the mayor of Stockton. He says the killings have weighed heavily on the community, particularly the unhoused population, and that the investigation is still ongoing.
We'll do everything that we can, and we'll utilize every resource at our disposal to ultimately bring the person or persons responsible for these senseless acts of violence to justice.
The suspect is currently being held in county jail without bail and is expected to be arraigned tomorrow on murder charges. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Estimated that 1 in 5 adults who have had COVID-19 suffer from long COVID months, even years after being infected. Now researchers are testing a treatment that could help those suffering with the often debilitating symptoms. A new study from Hackensack University Medical Center in New Jersey is testing whether omega-3 supplements can help.
Because
we know COVID is an inflammatory process, could fish-eye supplements minimize the inflammation, which in turn is possibly causing these long-term symptoms.
Now, the supplement is a specific formulation that's different from products purchased over the counter. A nurse at the hospital was one of the first people to try it. She says she's not sure if she felt a difference, but she's happy to have taken part in an effort to help COVID victims.
Always looking, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And here's next weather meteorologist Jennifer Correa with what's next for us. Some showers on the radar today, but Jen, hopefully throughout the week it's going to cool down, which is nice.
Yes, it is. But first up, we're under an alert day today. Now, this is well ahead of a cold front that's headed our way. The actual reason for this is because there's a little trough of low pressure, or a little disturbance in the lower levels of the atmosphere that's coming off the Gulf. And so out ahead of that, we're seeing these thunderstorms developing. They're not moving too quickly, but they're moving along towards the northeast. This line right here over the Florida Bay and the Upper Keys, with some heavy rain and the potential for gusty winds and frequent lightning. So those will be headed towards the southern parts of Miami-Dade. But if it doesn't hold together, then it's not going to bring heavy rain to the southern areas of Miami-Dade County. However, if it does, basically it's going to bring you some heavy rain, potentially some gusty winds. But later on through the afternoon, we'll see some more of these thunderstorms pop up. Could potentially be strong to even severe, a few of them. It's not going to be widespread, but still we have to be on alert. And so some of these storms are capable of producing heavy rain that could lead to some localized flooding, gusty winds, and we're not going to rule out hail today. Let's take a look at the next 12 hours. So the model depicting the rain that's moving into the Upper Keys and southern Dade too. But check out Broward. Keep a close eye on Broward, because later on around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, we'll start to see these isolated thunderstorms pop up, and these are the ones that could have a chance to become strong to severe. So mainly Broward throughout the early afternoon hours into the mid-afternoon have to worry about these strong thunderstorms that could impact areas like Southwest Ranches, Davie, and even out into the coastal areas as well. As you can see, everything is tracking from the southwest to the northeast. Then we potentially could have a few other storms develop inland and track into Miami-Dade the late half of the afternoon. So strong storms today. We're also tracking that cold front. Maribel did mention it is going to get cooler later on in the week. That cold front is well to the north of us, still moving over the southeastern part of the U.S., eventually sweeping down Florida, but not until later Wednesday through Thursday will that front arrive, slowly passing South Florida. But I do need to point out that even though we're cooling down, unfortunately, this front is slowing down, so it's going to keep the cloud cover and the chance for showers. Take a look at that high Wednesday. Because of that, we're only going to top out in the upper 70s that day.
Arjun, thanks so much. And we do want to get back to that breaking news out of Miramar. Live pictures from Chopper 4 here, where a plane has crashed into the roof of a home. This is very close to North Perry Airport. You can see what may be underway right now. An active search and rescue mission here. Fire crews definitely on this scene here. Not sure at this point if someone, at least one person, maybe the pilot, is still trapped inside of this plane, but you can tell crews at this point may be trying to make sure that this plane is secure as much as it can be at this point to try to get those rescue efforts underway. But definitely a large fire rescue presence out here. We understand this plane crash happened likely within the past 20 to 30 minutes there. So again, no official confirmation or word of any injuries here or exactly what has happened, but we do know that this plane crash happened not too long ago. Where this plane was going, we're not sure at this moment. How many people may be hurt, exactly what those rescue efforts are like at this time, but it looks like some crews are definitely working through this area, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we learn it.
And CBS 4 News at noon. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
CBS 4 Weather is sponsored by the Florida Lottery Players Guide. Visit playersguide.flalottery.com for tips and information about responsible gaming.
There's only one Medicare Advantage plan that gets you exclusive access to the nationally recognized Leon Medical Centers. Leon Health, offering up to $9,000 per year in prescription drugs and unlimited generics at no cost. There's only one Leon. When you go to the supermarket, you cannot get all you need. At the gas station, we can't even fill our tanks. And Maria Elvira Salazar, 2 years ago, we lived in another world. But now inflation is out of control, the environment is in danger, and the American dream is slipping away. And Maria Elvira Salazar, and I approve this message because my parents lost their country to socialism. Over my dead body, we lose ours.
Attention to all Medicare beneficiaries. I'm Dr. Anthony Dela Cruz, and I'm proud to be part of Clinical Care Medical Centers, where we have more than 80 primary care doctors focused on preventive medicine. In our 25 medical centers, we offer multiple specialties in addition to telemedicine, courtesy transportation, and regenerative treatments for arthritis and pain, such as PRP, and much more. Have you been told that you have to learn to live with arthritis pain? Incorrect. Our arthritis management team has spent more than 30 years searching for alternative treatments to relieve arthritis. Do you need a primary doctor, or do you suffer from arthritis and pain? We are the best option for a second opinion. Call now for a complimentary evaluation, and one of our representatives will assist you. Clinical Care Medical Centers. We make the difference.
If your pets have turned your floors into an eyesore, we got some tricks in our tool belt. 54 now has the newest hardwood, tile, laminate, luxury vinyl, and carpet. 54 brings hundreds of samples to your home to see in your own life. 54 will do all the heavy lifting for you, and they can get most jobs done in a day. They'll even clean up afterwards. Phone today to get 60% off new floors. 54 is home improvement done right.
There's only one Medicare Advantage plan that gives you exclusive access to the nationally recognized Leon Medical Centers, Leon Health, offering up to $5,000 per year for dental services. Call today and join Leon Health.
Happening today, millions of Americans will be able to buy hearing aids over the counter without a prescription. Prior to the new FDA rule, hearing aids cost an average of $4,000 to $5,000 and required a trip to a specialist. Well, now, people who need them can find them at their local retailers. Until now, only about a fifth of Americans over 70 have been able to afford them.
All right, well, CBS 4 News at noon. We'll be right back. But first, here's a look at the numbers on Wall Street.
CBS Health Watch is sponsored by Miami Cancer Institute, changing the future of cancer care.
This is CBS Health Watch.
Over 200,000 women will develop breast cancer this year. It is important to get your screening mammogram, and if you have symptoms, seek medical attention. Starting at age 40, women at average risk for breast cancer should have an annual mammogram. Ultrasound and MRI are options for women at higher risk. Early detection can lead to better outcomes for patients.
CBS Health Watch is sponsored by Miami Cancer Institute.
I get asked all the time, who is Ron DeSantis? Well, he's the kid who grew up right here in Florida, working his tail off, paying his own way through school, then volunteering to serve in the Navy and deploying to Iraq. He's the man who I fell in love with from the moment we met. And he's the dad of 3 very rambunctious, energetic children. Mimi, our 2-year-old little comedian, Madison, our beautiful, sweet 5-year-old, and Mason, our 4-year-old athlete. But if you want to know who Ron DeSantis really is, when I was diagnosed with cancer, and I was facing the battle for my life, he was the dad who took care of my children when I couldn't. He was there to pick me off of the ground when I literally could not stand. He was there to fight for me when I didn't have the strength to fight for myself. That is who Ron DeSantis is.
CBS Eye on Legal is sponsored by Thomas & Pearl Injury Attorneys.
Hi everyone, I'm Olga Fiorverdi. Did you know that approximately 1 out of 8 drivers does not have car insurance? Joining us today is attorney Jason Pearl to tell us more about your legal rights after a car accident.
Thank you, Olga. In the state of Florida, uninsured motorist coverage is not mandatory by law. However, it is a good idea to have. Why? This additional coverage on your policy will help you after a car accident if the other driver has no insurance to cover your damages or not enough insurance to cover your damages.
What else can uninsured motorist coverage provide?
Uninsured motorist coverage steps in for the at-fault party. So anything that the party who caused the accident would have been responsible for can now be covered by your uninsured motorist policy.
CBS Eye on Legal is sponsored by Thomas and Pearl Injury Attorneys. Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 Acura dealer in the Southeast.
All right, welcome back. And we do want to get back to that breaking news out of Miramar. Live pictures coming from Chopper 4 of a plane that seems to have crashed into the backyard of a home. Looks like a portion of it there crashing into that screen awning in the backyard. Still a lot of questions here about exactly what happened and if rescue efforts are underway right now. But this is all along Jamaica Drive. This is in a neighborhood in Miramar, very close to North Perry Airport. For some perspective here, this is in the general area of University Drive and the Turnpike. Do want to let you know we're not sure if this plane may have taken down some power lines in the process of coming down, but FPL is reporting in that area just over 2,000 customers are without power right now. But definitely a lot of questions of exactly what happened, of course, if anyone is hurt.
Yeah, this happened just before our newscast sometime at around 11:45 this morning. No fire has been reported. When we saw Chopper 4 going up above, there was no fire. It appears the plane landed on the side of the house, possibly the awning or a screen. Right now, they're safely securing the plane. Again, we have no word on the possibility of any injuries. And that'll do it for CBS 4 News. At noon, of course, we'll have much more on this plane crash later on today at 5.
And, of course, we are streaming 24 hours a day. Go to CBS Miami Now, live on the CBS News app. Thanks so much for watching.
And we'll see you again later for CBS 4 News at 5, 6, and 7. Have a great day.
You trust me?
Hands up!
The best criminals are the ones you don't see coming.
You have to act smart.
We hit a wall, we go back to square one.
I'm lucky I have people around me that I can trust.
Drop it now.
It's okay, old boy. You're going to a farm in the country.
We'll have your new AC unit installed shortly.
A farm in the country.
Turn to the experts at Lindstrom and Carrier and save up to $24.50 on select new Carrier air conditioning systems.
I love those guys.
Annette Tadeo spotted huddling in the Miami chapter of a socialist group that supports the Cuban communist regime. Tadeo showing them to rally support for socialist-style spending that could bankrupt the country. She supports paying people even more not to work and locking down those who do. The revolution won't be televised, but Tadeo's socialist ideals will.
This election will determine if we become a socialist dictatorship.
Congressional leadership funds responsible for the content of this ad.
My opponent attacks me using lies just to defend the extremist Washington agenda that's brought us rising gas prices and inflation that hurts working families the most. I'm Alexis Galatute. I'm running to be your state senator because I believe in servant leadership that will fight for this community and take your concerns to Tallahassee. We need common sense solutions. I ask for your vote because together we'll get a lot more done.
What if it's a symptom that torments individuals with OCD?
What if I act on a scary thought?
What if I'm immoral?
What if I'm a fake? What if I bring COVID home to my family?
What if I committed a sin?
What if I'm a bad mom?
What if I accidentally ruined my life?
I hate my intrusive thoughts, but they're not who I am.
What if research brings hope? There's a new clinical trial investigating a potential treatment for OCD. See if we qualify.
Lindstrom's Comfort for a Cure program will donate a portion of each service call run in the month of October to the Komen Foundation as they help fight this monumental battle.
Turn to the experts at Lindstrom and Carrier for an AC tune-up for only $119.
I love those guys.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pal Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan. Have a seat.
Nice surprise. Opportunity to sit down with Jack Hammond. How could I say no?
A dream for me, too.
Actually, it's kind of nice to have a one-on-one chat.
Well, I'm less than thrilled, but it's a necessary evil.
Yeah, I appreciate your candor as always. I know you're not thrilled about me coming back to town and trying to reconnect with Ashley.
No, but I am pleased with your lack of progress in that regard.
So you must have enjoyed her storming out just now.
Well, I would have preferred she throw a drink in your face, but storming out will have to settle for her.
Yeah, I know you're protective of her. I appreciate that. I admire it, actually. It's exactly how I would feel in your situation. But my wanting to make amends with her is genuine. Because, Jack, my relationship with her is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Good luck with that.
All right, what would it take to convince you that I'm sincere?
Don't even bother. I don't know why you wouldn't want to convince me of anything anyway. This is between you and Ashley. She's made her feelings very clear. You need to respect that.
You know what? You're right. This is between me and her. No one else. But I hope you will keep an open mind in case she changes her mind about things. Okay, is that all you wanted to talk about?
No, I'm just getting started.
Hey, stranger. Hey, did you see those photos that Faith posted last week from the Michigan football game?
I did. It sure looks like she's having fun. It really looks like she's settled into the college lifestyle.
I know. I'm so happy for her. So, what can I get you tonight?
Just some tea.
You got it. Is everything okay?
I don't know if you heard this or not. I've been seeing someone new.
I hadn't.
Yeah, with our history and everything you've gone through with Ray, I wasn't sure when to bring it up.
Well, it doesn't have to be awkward, Nick. You know, I haven't been ready to get back out there yet, but I'm glad that you're feeling social again.
Yeah, it's nothing serious. We're just kind of taking it moment by moment.
So it's still in the early fun stage.
Yeah, it is fun. Usually.
But the look on your face tells me it's not especially fun. Not tonight.
That would be right.
You want to talk about it?
You should know who it is first. It's Sally Spectrum.
I can't admit what you asked of me because you are wrong. Tonight has been all about you. There's nothing about this night that has been less than sincere, Sally. I mean, all that I ever wanted to do is see you succeed and achieve your dreams. Even if I went about that in completely the wrong way.
Yeah, you drew me in for a little while, but all of this was completely the wrong way.
I see that now. I do. But I believe that you know everything that I said tonight about how much I still love you is true. Adam, okay, but you are scared of the connection that you still feel for me because I screwed things up so badly. So you're pushing me away. I get it. I would probably do the same thing. This is very real for me. Okay, I'm putting my heart in your hands. And that is scary as hell. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for you. There's no risk that I wouldn't take to prove myself to you. Please, Sally. address this.
I don't think we can. So all I want from you right now is to unlock that door so I can leave.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Aleve, who do you take it for?
This isn't Sherman. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Hurry up, Dad. You've been in there forever.
I'm trying. This cheap stuff is too thin.
I told you not to get the other toilet paper. Here's the new Charmin Ultra Strong.
My bottom's been saved. Woohoo!
With its diamond weave texture, new Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer sheets and less effort.
What's everybody waiting for? This?
Okay, hon. We know you're clean. We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Peaceful state. Full plate. Wait, are you my blind date? Dancing crew, a trip for two. Now the final interview. Buy or lease. Masterpiece. Inside joke. Artichoke. Game with Doug. Brand new mug. Come here, kid. Give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. Boosters designed for COVID-19 variants are now available. Brought to you by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Attention, did you serve, live with your family, or work at the Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in North Carolina at any point between 1953 and 1987?
Contaminated water at Camp Lejeune has been linked to serious health problems, including cancers, neurological diseases, reproductive diseases, birth defects, miscarriages, and many other health concerns. If you are exposed to this tainted water and experience any of these issues with your health, the Camp Lejeune Justice Act of 2022 may make it possible for you to finally recover a significant settlement. Even if you were previously denied compensation, this new act may clear a path to justice that was previously closed. Your exposure to this contaminated water at Camp Lejeune may be the reason for your illness.
Call White Hart Legal right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call 1-800-340-1500. That's 1-800-340-1500. 1-800-340-1500.
It's a new day because COVID vaccines just got a big update. Just in time for everyone who works with other people. Just in time for more togetherness. Just in time to say, oh, you bet we'll be there. Because the updated vaccines can now protect against both the original COVID virus and Omicron. And that's a moment we've all been waiting for. It's not every day that somebody breaks into your home to kill you. With 2 men on the loose, you can still be in danger.
Whoever broke in might not be finished with you. Another threat to stop me from doing my job.
It's safe here.
NCIS. Tonight on CBS.
Additional sponsorship provided by...
Doesn't your family deserve the best?
Eggland's best eggs. More delicious, farm-fresh taste, plus superior nutrition, which is now more important than ever.
Sure, whatever you want to talk about. Here I am. I'm an open book as always. I'm sure you got questions. Fire away.
Excellent. Here's what I want to know. Why now?
Why not what?
Why did you choose this particular time to show up in town?
I'm so curious about the timing. Okay, so what in particular are you wondering about?
Diane.
What about Diane?
Is it mere coincidence that soon after she resurfaced, you showed up in town?
So you old people would have something a little more original.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Actually, I had no real interest in any of it, but something came to my attention that made me, well,
want to ponder your timing more carefully.
Oh, good. A new twist. I can't wait to hear it.
There is a rumor.
A rumor, Jack? Really? That's where you're going with
There
this
is a
gossip?
rumor out there that you not only knew that Diane was alive and in Los Angeles, but that you were in touch with her.
Well, I guess, I should be shocked. But when you mentioned Sally's name, something clicked with me, just fell into place. I had a conversation with Sally here a while back. It was a deep conversation.
About Adam?
Well, yeah, it started out that way, but we covered a lot of ground, and I had told her, you know, whenever my life feels uncertain, that I have a lot of people in my life I can count on. And she said, like Nick? And when she immediately said that, I was surprised, but I just filed it away for later. But now I can see that there was something forming way back then, and you know, you hadn't worked at Newman for very long at that point, but she definitely spotted you.
Well, I guess I spotted her too.
Well, you know, she's very noticeable.
She is. I wasn't planning on this happening. You know, we were just working together. Really like her attitude. I think she's talented. We became friendly, and then it, I don't know, just turned into something else.
Well, I, of course, can understand why any woman would be drawn to you, Nick. And Sally, you know, she's an interesting person. You know, she's smart and spirited, and those are qualities that any man would like.
What are you not saying?
What do you mean?
Well, I can tell, you know, with the sound of your voice that you're holding something back.
Okay. I can't help wondering how much of this new relationship is really about Sally and how much of it is actually about Adam.
I definitely shouldn't have brought up Nick as a mistake. Sorry that upset you. But if I hadn't brought up the subject, it would have been honest. I had to mention that you're seeing my brother.
That's not exactly what you said. You accused me of using him in some desperate attempt to get over you.
Those were not my words.
Maybe not exactly, but it was right there between the lines. What would have been more accurate is to admit that this whole scheme of yours tonight was because you can't stand the fact that I'm with Nick. Even if you can't bring yourself to say it out loud.
Of course I can't stand it. It kills me to think about you with somebody else. That's what happens when you love someone, Sally.
But it's more than that. It kills you because he's your brother.
Okay, you could be with anybody and I would hate it.
Okay, but would you have gone through all this trouble if it wasn't Nick? No. Because it is all about the competition for you. You have to beat someone for something to matter to you. That's the only way anything has value to you. Someone else has to want it, and you have to win.
No. You have value to me. You are important to me. I don't care about anything else.
Stop. Okay? I can't do this. I've heard more than enough tonight.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer asthma attacks and breathe better. Tespire is an adult treatment for people 12 and older. It is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or an eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
Real fruit, whole grains, and chocolatey chunks. Doing something good for yourself has never been this delicious. Kellogg's Special K.
Want to wake up to smoother, brighter skin day one? Olay Retinol 24 recharges my skin while I sleep. No wonder it was awarded Best Night Cream.
Night mode activated. Olay, face anything.
The long-lasting scent of game flames made it smell like Dave was in his happy place. The massage chair at the mall. But he wasn't. Game Flames Epoxy Boost and Febreze. Bye-bye, tough odors. Try Gain Odor Defense. If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease and the type 2 causes of CKD. CKD usually starts with no symptoms, so you can have it and not know it. To find out, check the kidney numbers from your lab tests. If you have chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help slow its progression.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of impairment could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis.
Take AIM and CKD by asking your doctor for your kidney numbers and how Farxiga can help. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
There's a lucky lady out there that is going to make you forget all about Quinn.
That was a friendly kiss?
I just don't know what came over me. You never thought about me.
You were with Bill.
Not anymore.
I understand where you're coming from, but this relationship is not like that. It's got nothing to do with Adam.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure.
Because there is a pattern here, Nick. You and Adam tend to pursue the same women. Chelsea, me, and now Sally.
Well, obviously we have excellent taste. I promise you it's got nothing to do with him or any rivalry with Adam. If anything, I am attracted to her in spite of her being Adam's ex. I didn't want the headache of that entanglement, but it happened.
And now it's getting complicated.
Boy, is it ever. Adam regrets letting her go, and I'm trying to give her as much space and time that she needs to work things through with him.
And let me guess, you want to protect her because Adam tends to bring chaos to women in his life. You don't want to see anybody in pain.
Sally's no damn long distress. I want to support her in any way that she needs, but she doesn't need rescuing. She's tough.
If that's really true, then I would say you're more invested in this relationship than you're admitting even to yourself. Wait. Now I know why you looked so worried when you came in.
Don't worry about me. No matter what happens, I'll be fine.
I know you will be.
Thank you.
Look, I really don't want you to leave. Sally.
It hurts too much, Adam. You need to stay away from now on. It's best for both of us.
Sally. Sally.
Well, I know how it looks. When I show up in town just a few months after Diane, it's bound to raise some eyebrows. Concoct all sorts of theories. It's normal.
Forgive me, maybe I missed it. I didn't hear a yes or a no in there. Anyway, did you not connect with Diane in Los Angeles?
Why are you pursuing this in the first place? This is something intellect station. And do you have any evidence to substantiate this story of yours?
Aside from the obvious coincidences, no, there's no evidence. It's just conjecture. But It still doesn't change the fact that you haven't given me an answer.
I'm not gonna let everyone split all
Well, let me ask you something. Why would I want anything to do with a woman who I absolutely detested when she allegedly died? Who made me a murder suspect? Why would I want any contact with a woman like that?
50%.
Well, there's no love lost between you. But maybe the more revealing question is, why are you still dancing around the subject? I just find the whole thing pointless. I can deny it all day and all night. Believe whatever the hell you want to believe. I know how the human mind works.
I'm not working until 7:30 tonight. That's for an hour.
Hello, Jack. Tucker?
There she is. In the flesh.
The two of you dining together, I can't imagine how you agreed to this.
Actually, we were just talking about you.
Hey, Amanda. Hi, who's this?
That's Caroline.
I'm Grid. Nice to meet you. What's your name again?
One roll of a lifetime, one sore throat. But she had enough. She took Mucinex Insta-Soothe sore throat lozenges. Show your sore throat what you boss. Mucinex Insta-Soothe works in seconds, lasts for hours.
Ziploc is designed to store fresh dumplings, so you can unlock long-distance traditions. Ziploc, unlock life. America's #1 trusted food storage bag. S.C. Johnson.
I brought in Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein. Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and now with 2 new flavors. You don't have to love laundry to love Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean. It removes microscopic stains and dirt for a deep, hygienic clean.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn Program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65 and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn Program. It has an affordable rate starting at $9.95 a month. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary plan. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-789-3535 for your free information and free gift. That's 1-800-789-3535. 1-800-789-3535. Call now.
Skin your face will envy? With Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash, 95% of women have visibly better skin. From dry to moisturized in just 12 days. Be fearless with Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash and Body Lotion.
Get Macy's lowest prices of the season on fall essentials now. Like 50% off the perfect shoes and boots. Up to 65% off coats for all. And 65% off sheets and bedding. Plus download the app for even more deals at Macy's.
How much is the cost of feed, Donna?
It's almost double.
What are the words you would use to describe the queen?
Kind, caring, a nice lady.
Hers are fast.
Are you ready? Yeah, no? Because there's a brand new neighborhood coming to please you.
Would you stop being such a people pleaser?
If it makes you happy, stop it. A new neighborhood, tonight, 8/7 Central on CBS.
I was just sharing with Tucker that there's a rumor out there that the two of you crossed paths in Los Angeles.
Gossip Jack, really?
Exactly what I said. Well, it's just speculation at this point, but Tucker hasn't denied it, so I am most interested in what you think about the whole thing.
Are you serious?
Oh, he's dead
Well,
serious.
how can you even ask me that?
I'm just trying to get some answers, if only to put the whole matter to bed.
You know, I am so tired of some people constantly trying to dig up dirt on me. They're trying to undermine me as a way to get me out of town, but you?
I meant no harm. I'm just trying to find the truth.
And you think that Tucker showing up in Genoa City out of the blue means that we're connected somehow?
No, I didn't say that. I asked what your thoughts were.
Well, you know how surprised I was to see him. And how furious I was that he interrupted Kyle and Summer's big day.
Yeah, you seem genuinely upset.
And I told you then that I had a lot of questions about why he was back.
Yeah, you did. And you still haven't denied it either. Just like Tucker.
Are you two not on friendly terms? Because I'm sensing tension here.
No, there's no tension.
That's good, because you're working together, right? Bonded over your son and
Stop. Jack, I am telling you that until that man dropped out of a helicopter into your backyard, I had not seen him since the night of my death. And that is the truth. And I hope that my word is good enough for you.
I guess it'll have to be. Well, I better get home.
Will I see you tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah. Good night.
Hallelujah, you're here.
What's going on?
Well, you know, Nick came looking for you after you left. And that seemed odd because you were supposed to be meeting him. So he and I, well, mostly me, put together that the dinner invitation must have come from Adam.
Yep, he tricked me. I thought I was showing up for a romantic night with Nick, and Adam was there.
Well, I was freaking out. You know, I've been down this path with Adam and his little schemes, and I was worried about you. But Nick was a rock. He said that whatever his brother was up to, okay, he knew that you could handle it. And he also thought that maybe it would be good for you and Adam to talk things through. Did you read him the riot act for treating you like that?
I did. At first, and then I realized that Adam and I still had some things to sort through. Wasn't completely adversarial.
What was it then?
It was a real conversation. You know, we reminisced, and Adam was thoughtful and attentive. It was good.
Crap.
I tried everything to remove fabric odors, but my clothes still smelled. Until I finally found New Downy Rinse and Refresh. It doesn't just cover odors, it helps remove them up to 3 times better than detergent alone. Find New Downy Rinse and Refresh in the fabric softener aisle.
And now please welcome Adam Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students. Age before beauty? Why not both? Visibly diminish wrinkled skin in just 2 days. New Quick Corrector Lotion, only from Gold Bond. Shampoo your skin.
going to tell you about exciting Medicare Advantage plans that can provide broad coverage and still may save you money on monthly premiums and prescription drugs. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you have to meet a deductible for each, and then you're still responsible for 20% of the cost. Next, let's look at a Medicare supplement plan. As you can see, they cover the same things as Original Medicare, and they also cover your Medicare deductibles and co-insurance. But they often have higher monthly premiums and no prescription drug coverage. Now, let's take a look at Humana's Medicare Advantage plans. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, hospital stays, doctor office visits, and your Original Medicare deductibles are covered. And of course, most Humana Medicare Advantage plans include prescription drug coverage, with no copays or deductibles on Tier 1 prescriptions, and $0 for routine vaccines, including shingles, at in-network retail pharmacies. In fact, in 2021, Humana Medicare Advantage prescription drug plan members saved an estimated $9,600 on average on their prescription costs. Most Humana Medicare Advantage plans have coverage for vision and hearing, and dental coverage that includes 2 free cleanings a year, plus dentures, crowns, fillings, and more. And most plans include a Silver Sneakers fitness program at no extra cost. You get all of this for as low as a $0 monthly plan premium in many areas. And your doctor and hospital may already be a part of Humana's large network. There is no obligation, so call the number on your screen right now to see if your doctor is in our network, to find out if you could save on your prescriptions and to get our free decision guide. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Red Lobster's finer points of fun dining. Sure, shrimp. Step 2. Ultimate Endless Shrimp is back with new Parmesan bacon shrimp scampi. Welcome to fun dining.
You don't think anyone will be suspicious?
Who knows? There's $1 million game.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Boom. Over. We are screwed.
A new Survivor Wednesday on CBS.
Couples search for love.
I just want to spend more time with him.
But a new guy rocks the boat.
Confused. I could choose Jack.
Of course it sucks.
A new The Real Love Boat. Wednesday on CBS.
The Young and the Restless will continue.
There's only one Medicare Advantage plan that gets you exclusive access to the nationally recognized Leon Medical Centers, Leon Health, offering up to $5,000 per year for dental services. Call today and join Leon Health.
Charlie Crist failed Florida students. As governor, he slashed education funding and never raised teacher pay. He opposes parents' rights and fought alongside union bosses to lock kids out of school. He hiked tuition for Florida families and voted for free college for illegal immigrants. Governor DeSantis has delivered for Florida families with historic K-12 funding and increased teacher pay. He kept schools open and protected parents' rights. He froze college tuition and expanded workforce training. Governor DeSantis putting students first.
There's only one Medicare Advantage plan that gets you exclusive access to the nationally recognized Leon Medical Centers, Leon Health, offering up to $9,000 per year in prescription drugs and unlimited generics at no cost. There's only one Leon.
CBS News Miami. Your local news for the team you trust. Wherever, whenever. On the CBS News app and on Pluto TV.
Your safety is our priority, so we're always alerting and always tracking to help keep you prepared. That's our promise to you with Next Weather.
CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
When did Nick leave? Just a while ago. What kind of mood was he in? A little thrown? I mean, how could he not be after finding out that you were with Adam? I just feel bad I wasn't here whenever he showed up. It's not your fault. I know, but I feel like I owe him an apology. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Thank you very much for being concerned about me with me today. Anytime. Alright, I am gonna head home. We'll see you tomorrow. See you then.
Anything good?
Hey, yeah, this is one of my friend's novels. It's not published yet, and she's hoping for a promotional blurb.
How is it?
Well, it's good enough for a promotional blurb.
Ashley home yet?
Yeah, the door to her bedroom was closed when I got here earlier. I think she's turned in for the night.
That makes sense to me. Just had a pretty long day.
Traveling takes it out of me, too. Jack, I'm a little worried about Ashley.
Why?
We were talking about Tucker earlier. She claims that she is immune to his charms, but I'm not exactly sure about that. It was not too long ago she was really, really in love with him.
I have the same worries about her. I am going to take Ashley at her word. She is adamant. She has no interest in rekindling anything with Tucker. Besides, she seems a lot more focused on trying to get to the truth about whether Diane and Tucker met up in L.A.
Yes, she mentioned that to me too. I was completely stunned. Where does a theory like that come from?
Well, for starters, most of the speculation circles around the extravagant gift that Tucker gave to Kyle and Summer.
The Bentley. What does the Bentley have to do with Diane?
You know what? I think we're going to make us a couple of drinks, and then I will tell you everything that I know. For what it's worth, I find your declaration to be very convincing.
I made no move.
You go to Jack right I don't think about having no contact with him. It's very bold.
Stop it. Jack matters to me. And I built a lake here, if that matters to me.
What about me, Diane? You saying I don't matter to you?
What just happened with Jack wasn't funny. And you're treating everyone's suspicions like they're some kind of joke.
Just don't think they're any real threat. Not right now. Although I would like to know where this will get started.
Oh, Nikki and Phyllis, of course. I have no doubt about it. And Nikki was just in LA, and I'm sure she was trying to dig up some dirt on me. She just loves taunting me about trying to ship me out of town.
Yeah, I witnessed some of that yesterday. Well, Jack said he had no evidence at all back up any of his allegations.
Well, that's probably true. Because if either of those two harpies had one shred of evidence against me, they would have used it as ammunition already. And Jack probably wouldn't have held back either.
Okay, here you go. There's no need to get someone done. Hey, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay? When you do this, you can handle all the suspicions. We can answer people's questions with grace and along. Just need to keep our cool, baby.
Tucker, there is no we anymore. I am going to put as much distance as I can between you and me.
That's not your call, is it?
Jack told me that Ashley's back.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, and she agreed to meet with you.
Yes, but
Well, you told me that I didn't have to keep tabs on the Abbotts once you had the information about Ashley's return. So, I believe our agreement has concluded.
oh, my dear Diane. I can respect but disagree.
I can't take my eyes off my eyes.
My go-to is Lumify eye drops.
Lumify dramatically reduces redness.
In 1 minute.
And look at the difference.
My eyes look brighter and whiter.
For up to 8 hours.
It was love at first sight.
With Lumify, see for yourself.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Some days it felt like asthma was holding me back. But asthma has taken me out. So I go triple.
With Trilogy. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, it's the only once daily treatment for adults that takes triple action against asthma symptoms. Trilogy helps you breathe easier, improves lung function, and lasts for 24 hours. Go triple.
Go Trilogy.
Because asthma has taken enough.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Trelegy contains a medicine that increases risk of hospitalizations and death from asthma problems when used alone. When this medicine is used with an inhaled corticosteroid, like in Trelegy, there is not a significant increased risk of these events. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase risk of thrush and infections. Get emergency care for serious allergic reactions. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse.
Don't let asthma take another breath. Go triple. Go Trelegy.
Ask your doctor about Trelegy today.
One Bounty versus two of the leading ordinary brands. One sheet of Bounty absorbs more than two sheets of theirs. And the winner is...
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Bounty. One and done. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill, once a day, that's effective without topical steroids. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. Plus, they felt fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupts the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
We say Monday, you say Fun Day. Monday, Fun Day. Monday, Fun Day. A new Bob Isabella show of bringing the Monday. Fun Day. Tonight on CBS.
It's Wednesday.
You're going to Jordan. Is that real or are you saying it?
A new Amazing Race Wednesday after the Real Love Boat on CBS.
What are you talking about? We had a deal.
I think you're forgetting the terms of the deal. You were supposed to inform me that when Ashley got back from Paris, you did not. I learned Ashley was home. From Ashley, she contacted me directly. So how did you uphold your end of the deal?
I hadn't even seen Jack at that point. How would I have known that Ashley was back? But I'm not psychic.
That was her.
Yeah, but I would have told you the moment she got back. But she beat me to the punch. I mean, and who would have guessed that Ashley would be willing to contact you?
If I hire a guy to mow my lawn, and before he shows up, a goat wanders onto my property and eats all the grass, I don't pay the guy, do I? The deal is off.
Oh my God, that is an entirely different situation.
Yeah, principles.
Look, Tucker, I did what you asked.
Yes, you did. There's no argument to be made. You are not off talking to me. Say you're off. Do you understand me? See, I still need you.
I don't know what else you want me to do.
I'll be in touch with you.
Thank you. So, Nikki found out that Diane was being chauffeured in a Bentley all over Los Angeles.
Accompanied by a mystery man who Mickey assumes was Tucker.
You know, I guess it could be a coincidence. There are plenty of Bentleys in the world. And Diane could have gotten herself involved with any number of men who could afford to have owned one in Los Angeles. And she and Tucker could have arrived a few months apart here in Genoa City without being in cahoots.
Number 6.
That's really the issue.
This is 6.
The cahoots part.
Yeah, that's my concern.
What do you intend to do about it?
I just left sitting with Tucker and Diane and society.
Really? What did they have to say for themselves?
Well, Tucker equivocated as his natural reflex. Diane looked me right in the eye and said they had no connection. I didn't even mention what I knew about the car.
Do you think her answer would have been different if you had mentioned?
I don't know. I just wanted to see what their reaction might be to the initial allegation that they had met up anyway.
Jack, you are so smart. And you didn't interfere with Nikki's investigation in case she's onto something.
Well, she sure has Ashley convinced. And of course, Phyllis is going to help in any way she can.
So, Diane looked you right in the eye and denied there was any connection. I guess the question is, do you believe her?
How was your night?
Not what I expected. I talked to Chloe and she told me that you two figured out that Adam set me up for a romantic dinner on the roof, and I thought I was meeting you.
Yeah, I know.
I was pretty furious with him.
I bet. You were gone for quite a while. You must have stuck around.
Yeah, I decided to hear him out. It was pretty nice up there. It was peaceful. He made a heartfelt pitch for one more chance.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was up to.
Yeah, he's much more transparent than he thinks.
Last time I talked to him, he told me he was still in love with you. I'm assuming he told you the same thing.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
Confused.
Hey. What's so urgent?
There's been a big development regarding the Chancellor Winters IPO.
Yeah, I know. I just talked to Devon. He accused me of going after the company.
Well,
Yeah, I know. For a moment, I thought maybe you gave away the secret.
really? That's how little faith you had in me?
That was a fleeting moment.
I should hope so. You have no reason to doubt my loyalty. Too bad Devon and Lily can't say the same about their cousin Nate.
Is Nate the one giving away inside information?
He's the one.
Oh, man. No wonder Devon was so emotional earlier. To be betrayed by someone close to you like that, that is tough.
He and Lily and Billy were all blindsided. They couldn't believe Nate sold them out. Now, I observed some tension between Devon and Nate, but nothing that suggested anything of this magnitude.
I almost feel bad for him.
Don't. Because Nate's betrayal is going to have a major impact on your plans.
Now Special K fruit and yogurt has even more yogurt clusters. That's music to my ears. Come on, Special K. Do what's delicious.
Did you serve, live with your family, or work at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune, North Carolina between 1953 and 1987?
Contaminated water at the base during that time has been linked to these serious health problems. If you were exposed and hurt, the Camp Lejeune Justice Act of 2022 may make it possible for you to recover a settlement.
You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call 1-800-579-7800. That's 1-800-579-7800.
COVID-19. Some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, asthma, or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider right away if an authorized oral treatment is right for you.
Facing expensive vitamin C creams with dull results? Olay brightens it up with Olay Vitamin C. Gives you 2 times brighter skin. Hydrates better than the $400 cream. Shop at Olay.com.
Time. It's life's most precious commodity, especially when you have metastatic breast cancer. When your time is threatened, it's hard to invest in your future. Until now. Kisqali is helping women live longer than ever before when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant.
in HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's proven to delay disease progression. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Your future is ahead of you, so it's time to make the most of it with Kisqali. Because when you invest in yourself, everyone gets the best of you.
Super Evan just about sleeves there, Kate. But when we realized she was battling sensitive skin, we switched to Tide Hygienic Clean Free. It's gentle on her skin and outcleans our old-free detergent. Tide Hygienic Clean Free. Hypoallergenic and safe for sensitive skin.
Tonight on a new NCIS Hawaii.
Look how far out he is from the walkway. Someone get him back.
They killed him.
Gonna want to put the guys down.
Just how bad are these guys? Running over with a bulldozer pad. This is a terrible plan.
NCIS Hawaii. After NCIS. Tonight on CBS.
Everybody's talking about So Help Me Todd. Must nice to be perfect.
It's exhausting.
A new So Help Me Todd, Thursday after Ghosts on CBS.
What are you doing back here?
I want clarification.
Regarding what?
Do you still love me as much as you say you do?
Yes. More. Okay, these last few years have felt empty. And then I found you. And everything was so right. You filled that void. Felt complete when I was with you. Everything. We fit together perfectly, son.
Why did you end things? Give me the real reason this time.
I was scared.
Leave her alone.
So wait a minute.
No. You're dangerous. You destroy everything you touch. That's not gonna happen to Sally. Because I won't let it.
I have to admit that some of what Adam said resonated with me. You had something special. Really special before he blew it up. I mean, as much as he says he cares about me, he still used trickery to get me on the roof. Everything with him is deception. How can I ever trust him? I feel weird talking with you about it, because I can't get you out of my head.
It's getting messy, isn't it? I think that's the last thing either one of us wanted. The longer this goes on, I think we realize we should probably just pull the plug and go our separate ways before this gets out of hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. This isn't gonna get any less complicated. Yeah, maybe we should just walk away.
Jack, I'm so sorry about all of this. But, right now it's all just speculation. It really could be a coincidence. I'm a firm believer in innocent until proven guilty. So maybe you could just go on like you have been, but with your eyes open just a little bit wider. Maybe there's nothing to Nikki and Ashley's suspicions, and the situation between you and Diane, Kyle, doesn't have to change.
Sound, sage, reasoned advice from my baby sister. I've come to expect nothing less from you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And if there is something to all of this, eventually it will come out. The truth always does.
Devon and Lily are gonna postpone the IPO while they sort things out.
Oh, that's to be expected, I suppose. We'll just have to be patient. You keep me apprised, of course.
Of course. But there's a larger problem than the delay.
Well, let me guess. Some mysterious CEO who's as interested in taking over Chancellor Winters as I.
That's right. Any thoughts on the identity of the interested party?
Many. But one name keeps coming to the surface. Victoria Newman.
That would be a reach, I think.
I don't think so, because Catherine, when she died, she left the company to Victor. So there's history there. Victoria would know that, try to honor it.
In theory, yes. Okay, but Newman has spent so much capital trying to expand recently. I doubt they have the liquidity for a move like that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe there are other suitors, but none I find as intriguing as Victoria. She is a fighter. She's a competitor. I wonder if she's as formidable an opponent as her father.
Sounds like you're about to find out.
CBS Tuesday. These are assault shotgun rounds. This is their head. Let's go. I'll send back up.
We need to move in now. You're not giving me a choice. You gotta put the gun down.
A new FBI, Tuesday, on CBS.
Been in an accident, experience matters. Call the law firm of Cohen & Cohen, 800-33-COHEN.
I'm Bobby Suarez with SellToBobby.com, and I want to buy your house. I'll make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, SellToBobby.com is the easiest way to sell your house. When you sell your house to SellToBobby.com, there's no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no repairs. Just go to SellToBobby.com for a free, no obligation cash offer 24 hours a day. That's SellToBobby.com.
Why do people like Winn-Dixie? Well, some say it's because they have the best fresh fruit. Others say it's the mind-blowing savings. Me, I say that. Refreshing stores, winning savings. Winn-Dixie is a win-win.
Your Medicare plan should help you feel protected. If you have Medicare and Medicaid, call us to learn how an Aetna Medicare Advantage plan could offer you more coverage, like a $500 quarterly allowance to use on healthy food, certain utilities, and gas or public transportation through a prepaid card. No limit on allowance for covered dental services, such as crowns, implants, and dentures, and a $300 quarterly allowance to choose from certain health and wellness-related products. Call Aetna today at 1-844-963-4832.
Bill has made it clear that he wants me back.
How
I don't know, I take everything that Bill says with a grain of salt.
You might be serious this time.
he might not be.
Like you won't know unless you give it a shot.
I've given him lots of shots.
And you don't want to risk getting hurt again.
I know Bill means well, but I'm in a really good place right now. And yes, a part of me is tempted, but we got this issue, this very large issue between us that's just not going anywhere.
His feelings for Brooke.
Yeah.
Do you really think if your sister were available, he'd just show up and sweep her into his arms?
I hate seeing you in so much pain.
You can't be here, Doug.
I'm not leaving you like this.
Please, Bill, you have to go. Bridge left me because I broke his trust too many times.
Left you because he's an idiot.
You know how he feels about you. And Deacon, you cannot be here in our home.
Ridge isn't coming home anytime soon. He's in Aspen with Taylor.
Who told you that?
Doesn't matter. Forrester's gone.
It's not over. I am not giving up on Ridge.
Brooke needs to accept that her husband's gone. Look, Dad is recommitting himself to our mother. Yeah, me too. That's great. Mom and Dad in Aspen together? They have so much to celebrate. So do we. But do you mind if I call you back, Steph? Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye.
Your parents are in Aspen?
You haven't heard?
Bye, Marie. Heard what?
My parents are back together. My dad no longer wants to be married to your mom.
You can't be serious.
I'm sorry, Hope. I know this isn't exactly what you want to hear.
No, but they're married. They exchanged vows. I would think it would be more than just that.
Oh, my dad's already spoken to your mom. It's over between them.
Poor mom. She must be heartbroken. Bill and I have a great history. We have a beautiful, beautiful son. But how can I trust him again knowing that he still has feelings for my sister? Anyway, I don't want to talk about Bill anymore. It's late. Shouldn't you be running home to Quinn?
Be nice if that was the plan.
You still at work? I thought Justin was handling a bunch of illegal stuff with you.
Yes, he's a terrific lawyer. It's not about work.
Well, don't tell me that you and Quinn are having issues. I mean, you both seem so happy.
Yeah, I thought so too. But I was wrong. Quinn moved out.
Bill, you have to go. Seriously. I'm never gonna give up on Ridge.
Ridge doesn't deserve you. Which is illustrated by the fact that he ran off with Taylor. Right? That poser is not walking through that door.
Don't say that. Ridge will come back to me, and when he does, you cannot be anywhere around.
Hey, guys. What's going on here?
I can't take my eyes off my eyes.
My go-to is Lumify eye drops.
Lumify dramatically reduces redness.
All done for today, guys.
Look at the difference.
My eyes look brighter and whiter.
From